Why? When we know the truth, we know something is true. 2 + 2 is 4. We're willing to believe a lie or a mistruth. We have to take our head.
California doesn't have election day. They actually have election month. And in their election month, if the establishment doesn't like who the people really choose to advance, then they get to create their own outcome. Just think about how absurd this is. California is probably the most technologically advanced state in America. It's the home to Silicon Valley. It's got some of the biggest tech companies in the entire world. And we're expected to just believe and accept that it takes them days and days, if not weeks, to count the votes of one mayoral election in one county. Peru had their national election last night. 27 million ballots. It's the next day, and 95% of them have already been counted. Compare that to LA, one city, one county with 10 million ballots. It's been nearly a week and only 72% of the votes have been counted. The timeliness of the election isn't even the biggest problem. It's just indication of the biggest problem, which is this girl who was in third place. She was the second runner-up, but the second place Democrat, Spencer Pratt, was in her way of advancing in this mayoral election. She essentially conceded the race the night of the election because that's how bad she was getting beat by Spencer Pratt. Well, now, when you know it, nearly a week later, she's effectively defeated Spencer Pratt. Do you realize it is statistically impossible, like not just improbable, it is statistically impossible for a ballot drop of 24,000 votes to have 0 with Spencer Pratt's name on them? It is so third world, and it's so demoralizing to an American, a hardworking, tax-paying American who wants to live in and contribute to the most free, opportunistic, safest, most secure nation in the world. Does it make sense now why the Democratic Party and a few Republicans don't really want to pass the SAVE Act? All starting to add up. The thing they told us wasn't really happening is very much happening.
They really think we just fell out of a coconut tree. You mean to tell me Nithya Stale Ramen Noodles, a candidate nobody's ever heard of?
Yes, Elon Musk responded to a tweet, "The system is rotten." This came as a result of a tweet this lady sent out. "My sister lives in LA. She is a Democrat but voted for Spencer Pratt. I was with her when she dropped her ballot in the May weeks ago. We checked today and he hasn't received back. Are they still toasting ballot for Spencer Pratt?" This is a question the lady asks. Imagine up to date, you voted for someone, it still hasn't been counted. This is why a lot of people are more interested into what is happening in California, because it is very clear to some that these people are not doing the right thing. Yeah. She's not the only one. I've seen a lot of people who voted for Spencer Pratt crying like this on X that up till now they've not seen what exactly is going on. I'm nobody. I'm just reporting the news so you can see exactly what is happening.
Spencer Pratt's hopes of becoming the next Los Angeles mayor slipping away as the ballots continue to come in. Democrat Nithya Raman has overtaken his second-place spot in the race. She now leads Pratt by a couple of thousand votes. Matt Finn reporting live in the City of Industry, which is where the county ballot processing center is.
The craziest thing to me about the mayoral race in LA is that somehow this is what is leading people to realize that they do not live in the city of Los Angeles, which is like, baby, how do you not know that? And 2, the amount of people getting on here telling us that they have committed or are going to aiming to commit. Like, I saw a video on here and this girl was talking about how she was gonna go vote for Spencer Pratt, but then when she got there she realized that she couldn't because she does not live in the city of Los Angeles, because everything that is in the county of Los Angeles is not the city of Los Angeles. Yeah, Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, I think West Hollywood too. Yeah, those are in the county. Those are independent cities within the county of Los Angeles, not the city of Los Angeles. Why do you not know, as like a 30-something-year-old person, that you do not live in the city of Los Angeles? Or like what have you not voted before? Like, what are we talking about? Secondly, that dude got on here and talking about, like, first of all, the amount of people who are talking about, because they don't understand how voter laws work in California, thinking that because they don't ask for your, like, physical ID, that means that anybody can walk in there and say, I live in California, and go vote. Babe. Because, like, first of all, that guy, like, if you show up, like, he showed up, his name was on the voter rolls. right? Which means that you are registered to vote in California, which means you have already provided all the legally required documentation.
The AP declared that Democratic candidate Javier Becerra will advance to the general election, Republican Steve Hilton in second, Democrat billionaire Tom Steyer in third, and statewide, there is about 30% of the vote that is still outstanding as well, John.
Leader Jeffries, looking at the state of California, the state has rampant snap.
Yes, I believe you've seen. Now, going through the comment sections of this lady, what she put out on X, you can clearly see that majority of the comments are against her. Oh, they are calling her out. How do you win? Because she came out to celebrate. And Karimba suddenly is now attacking her. That should tell you something. According to Democrat, Karimba did not like to run against this lady. She wanted Spencer Pratt.
Decision Desk HQ projecting Pratt is in third place now in the open primary, meaning he will not be on the ballot in November. The president posting about this again just a short time ago, again labeling the elected world nation. National correspondent Nancy Liu was live at the LA County Ballot Processing Center.
Why? When we know the truth, we know something is true. 2 + 2 is 4. We're willing to believe a lie or a mistruth. We have to take our head to ties. We don't even know what to do anymore. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Pick a thing. Pick a thing you want to take a stand on, and then
it is clear that these people will never change. So it is high time we move on to something else. Concerning this issue of California, Spencer Pratt posted this on X. Fox, we are dealing with a fraction of a percentage point difference. There is still hundreds of thousands of votes outstanding, and early officials have given us the next 3 weeks to count. Less News Nation, California election system allowed mail-in ballot to arrive 7 days later as long as they are postmarked by election day. In LA, there are still nearly 370,000 ballots to process and 1,000 more expected to arrive by tomorrow deadline. Okay, this is what is going on. At some point, a lot of people have lost interest into anything that has to do with California.
We often see in these elections that Democratic turnout is late, and it's largely vote by mail. It's largely in the last few days. That turnout in many elections in the past has been exceptionally progressive.
But I will say, people tend to not trust elections when it takes a real long time to count votes. LA and California in general need to figure out how to do this quicker. Change the laws so you can do it in 1 day. Florida
looking at every single thing, because in California, it's the most populous state. We all know that. And they actually have signature verification. So they look at every single signature.
Have you noticed that these people have the same talking points? This guy on CNN, oh, California has all these. Sonny Austin here, the same talking point. You know, to me, this is actually boring at this time because there is nothing that will change. I understand if these people don't change the laws to really look into this system, nothing will ever change. It will always be like this. Any Republican running against these people is just a waste of time. Yeah, that is the simple truth. You can't actually really tell me that this lady defeated Spencer Pratt. This was the least person that we expected, because looking at even her campaign, no social media presence, she was just there. I was never even seeing anything concerning this lady out of nowhere. Even herself, she's shocked. Like, what is this? That's to tell you, the system did not want Spencer Pratt because of what he was exposing. That is just my summary about it, not a theory. So I appreciate people sharing out my videos, and as of the short clips you see at the end, that is for a white algorithm. You can always skip.
Karen Bass's campaign released a statement attacking Raman.
In 2019, the Tom Fitton with Judicial Watch sued Los Angeles.
Is that it's really important not to conflate the system working as it was intended to work.
Let's see people working.
Advance to the general election in the fall. The question is, who will take that number 2 slot?
It has jumped into second place, passing the Republican Spencer Pratt. Okay, so with all eyes on California, you can see exactly what's happening. They're doing what we talked about yesterday.
Calling bullcrap on this.
We're 5 days in, and the count goes on here in the Golden State.
In 39 days, we will know the winner. Oh, no, that's the mayor of L.A. I'm sorry. What a state this is. But apparently...
So this is breaking news. Everyone that supports me is a Democrat.
Encouraging her fans not to vote for Pratt. For a fan.
Seeing this city just fall apart.
Mayorship, insurance companies, they don't have to pay for people to rebuild their homes.
Aaron Bass.
I just wanted to
up these cases with
can't keep streetlights
in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualification.
In California, I have family in LA.
Chelsea Handler, she's not a fan, said me.
The only people that aren't are the socialists.
2010.